Hey everybody, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz.
And I'm Doppler 10 meteorologist Ross Caruso.
We got some new information into the Doppler 10 Weather Center. A little bit of change in the forecast in terms of the track. Not necessarily the intensity, but the track and some of the timing for the early morning snow.
Yeah, and that was something that was going to be key. And, a lot of times we just don't know this information until we literally sneak up on the event. But very crucial to know and share this information for you because this will have some pretty big implications for some folks out there tomorrow morning.
Yeah, especially those south and east of Columbus. We're still looking at another winter storm on the way. That's not in question. But when we look at the hour-by-hour forecast, we still have the snow arriving overnight. We're still worried about the commute, but we've changed those amounts a little bit by tomorrow morning at 7 a.m.
Yeah, and we tweaked that based on just some of the higher resolution model data that's coming in that's showing possibly, and it hasn't been a trend as a whole, but we've started noticing up until most recently a couple models maybe shifting to where some of this initial snowfall will fall, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to be out of the woods. Everything's going to be, crystal clear, just rain. Not the case for us.
Eventually it will be rain, but we still have a rough morning to go through. So hour by hour, and again, this is the newest model information that we're seeing. Takes us through midnight tonight, starting around 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning, that leading edge coming in as snow. Notice the southeast of Columbus, we don't see a whole lot. Columbus proper still gets hit pretty good.
And the way it's oriented too, before it was kind of more parallel in line with I-70, kind of the corridor frame of reference, it's kind of shifted a little bit more from the southwest to the northeast. So that orientation means areas that are far south and east, you're probably not going to see a whole lot of action going into the morning, but from 4 to 7, still seeing some snow kind of building back in, and this is kind of towards the end of the time frame where we unfortunately don't have the information to us, but still there is more snow coming that way in the parts of southeastern Ohio.
Yeah, so maybe instead of a one punch of snow, it's a 1-2 punch of snow in the morning before we finally get the conditions and temperatures warm enough to be rain for just about everybody. So let's walk people through what they can expect tomorrow morning. The impacts for this, we're still looking at shoveling and plowing being probably the necessary means to get around and dig out north and west of Newark and Circleville. South and east of that, not as bad an impact, at least through 7 a.m.
Yeah, but still the timing of this is the worst because people are going to be out on the roadways, and again, something, we've made a few tweaks with the snowfall forecast. We still could end up with, 3 inches of snow in parts of Franklin County. And for those areas that are further south and east, that's where we were kind of starting to see a trend of maybe some more improvement, but still very much dealing with snow falling. It's also going to be getting pretty windy out. Temperatures are going to be hugging that freezing line. So, we're going to be looking at limited visibility out on the roadways as well.
So the problems don't really go away after 7 o'clock in the morning, but that's where our new model information ends. So we're going to cut it off right now for this little nugget for you. We will have more information coming up during the newscast, and of course you can always see us on all of our screens here at 10 TV.
Yeah, and until then, stay safe, and hopefully some of you are out there able to enjoy the snow tomorrow.